Yelp in your private practice. What do you need to know? So your first question is, should I create a Yelp listing or not? Your pros to having a Yelp listing are that it can improve your SEO, and if you have good reviews, you may get lots of calls. The negatives to a Yelp listing are the risks of having a bad review and what that can mean for you. And also you're going to get tons of marketing calls from the Yelp people. But even if you don't create a Yelp listing for your business, anyone else can create one for you. What do I do if I get a bad review? The first thing is to try and remain calm and not overreact, and take some time to think about what you really want to do. If you choose to make a response, you need to be very careful because you cannot acknowledge anybody was or is your client because that's a violation of their confidentiality. What are the consequences for violating someone's confidentiality? Well, in 2015, the Board of Behavioral Sciences in California fined a therapist $750 for doing so. They had responded to a Yelp ad, and they had immediately taken it down, which is why it was considered a lower fine, but the client had seen it and they had reported them. How can you respond? Well, you can post a generic response, not violating confidentiality, but letting people know that you take complaints seriously. You can also ask colleagues to post some positive reviews of you. You have to be careful with that because Yelp kind of sees through that and may hide all of those reviews. You really have to be careful of your Yelp anxiety. The most important thing is to take some time, think it through, and then decide whether to respond or not. I have seen people respond quickly, and you are then at risk of making a mistake and violating confidentiality. Super important that you never ask a client to leave a review, and really not a former client either. All of the Code of Ethics prohibit asking current clients, and several of them prohibit asking former clients. A few final thoughts. In your description of services part of your Yelp ad, you can encourage people to communicate directly with you if they have an issue. And also please remember, a bad review is not the end of the world. Again, it's about managing your Yelp anxiety. A good resource is Keely Combs' Yelp page. She has offered her language to other people. So check out her Yelp page and you can see what she wrote and adapt it as what works for you. Thanks for listening to this. I hope it has helped you get some clarity about whether to have a Yelp listing or not and how to respond if you get a negative review. Take care.